Hello everybody, Enigma here, bringing you a custom tutorial of an iron farm that was made by Comet107. This is not my design. I am clearly not intelligent enough to make something as efficient or as big as this. This is a 192 village iron farm, which is modular. You can build it in modules, so you know the individual modules themselves. And according to him, it produces about 7,000 iron per hour or so. He does not have a tutorial for this, and he has given me permission to make this custom tutorial. Material lists can be found in the description below, as well as timestamps. Several things to take note. Most of the material list is just rounded off to the nearest stack of 64 due to convenience reasons and because I may have had some errors in my calculations. Trust me, there are errors in those calculations, and as well as some optional stuff that I will tell you, plus a guide on how to do a very simple sorting system for the farm. Let's get straight into it, boys. Now for the actual tutorial part of the portion. So step 1, the most important step, is find north. You do that by pressing F3, and if you look up here, it says north right there. So you're gonna go find north, turn around, and place your dropper there with the hopper facing into it. Place one item of your choice into that dropper, and place a button on the back. You can do that by holding shift and right clicking it. Now then, you want to place 2 blocks like this, go down, and you're gonna have this weird V shape. You can remove the blocks under there. Now coming out of there, 2 comparators, 2 redstone torches, and 2 hoppers, and place 3 stacks of items into this one. And then from coming out of here, you'll take that and do that. Now what you should see, and place 3 stacks of items into this hopper, not the other one, sorry. And now what you should see is you will get no output coming out from here. So you put your repeater there, no output is coming out. However, when you press the button, you will get an output from this repeater. And then it will slowly tick down until there are no items left. At which point the repeater will turn off. So that's your testing to make sure that it works, and all the items will go back in there. Alright, you're going to go out 3 blocks like this, and over here place another repeater, and now go out like this with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 blocks. And coming up from here, put down 2 redstone dust, 2 comparators facing in this direction, and a repeater facing back into there with a redstone dust and a redstone torch down just like that. And this repeater on 4 ticks. So essentially what this is a pulse, and once you put down this whole circuit, you should see it start flashing. Now you come over here, place down 1 redstone dust, and taking an output from that redstone dust is a repeater facing into a piston with a sand block on top. And coming out of that sand block is a repeater set on 2 ticks, very important that it's on 2 ticks, and a redstone torch there just like that. Now you're going to come out here, place a redstone dust, and this is where your hopper line or your hopper timer is going to be. Now what I suggest you do is come down here and place down 10 blocks. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And place your hoppers like this. So this one facing there, this one facing there, and then the rest of them facing into here. And that should do the trick. Now cover up all of your hoppers. Okay, cover it up this side. This is essentially the turn off circuit. So take a comparator output from there, facing into a repeater, and on this repeater place down a redstone torch. Now coming out, going into this block, you're going to put a repeater with a redstone torch there. Go going down, a comparator facing into there with a dropper going this way and a hopper pointing into it. And now you feel free to put, once again, that amount of items of your choice into there. Next, coming out from this hopper, you want to place down a redstone torch and run a redstone line into it just like that. And place those items back in there. And you could always place it back in here. Make sure your circuit looks something like this, and then we will carry on. You've made sure that your circuit is correct. You want to come up to this block, go up by 1, and then count. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And now this is where you place your hopper line. Generally, you want to have 4 hoppers right here. Generally, you want to have 4 hoppers going right here. So 1, 2, 3, 4. You can either have them pointing straight down or going out this direction. I would suggest going out in this direction, and I will explain to you why later. So facing south. Next, from this block, go up 8 again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then go up. Now what you want to do is from here, fill in this entire area all the way down, and then go out 7 blocks. So from this block, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then fill the rest of this in as well. And now with the entire area successfully filled in, you can go ahead and take your glass and line the entire outside wall of this. You don't have to cut out the corners, but I suggest you do, as it will make the measurements easier later on, and it really doesn't matter. And now that you've lined this entire outside wall, go ahead and build up 2 more, just like that, with this block in the center, marking out the area. And now what you're going to do is feel free to place in your water. So go all the way around the edges and just place in your water. And if done right, you should see it flows directly down to the middle, but does not overflow into this gap here. Very important. Now, there is a quick technique to do this in survival mode. So allow me to demonstrate that for you. Place 1 water bucket there, 1 water bucket there. And take the middle water source, which is now a flowing water source, and do this all the way down. Alright, now you come to your middle streams and place water there, and water there. And it looks like it's not flowing, but it actually is. You can test that by throwing an item in. And it should flow all the way down into your hopper stream, right there. Alright, now make sure you're facing north. And build up 1 more layer and come up by 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Make sure if you jump up, your head does not bang on this block. And then fill it up all the way down the line again. However, important thing to note of, this side you go out 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And that way you line up perfectly with this corner block. Now just fill up the rest of this layer with glass. Alright, now that you've done that, you should see that this side on the west sticks out 1 block. So if you want to test, try jumping up and down. If you do not bang your head against the bottom of the block, you've done it correctly. Alright, now once again facing north, measure out 2 blocks like that, and then place down your stone slab right there. Now what you're gonna do is you want to carry this stone slab all the way down the line until it lines up here, and then fill it up, and then leave a 2 block gap, and then fill that area up with stone slabs, and then leave 2 block gap, this area, and finally this area. And you should see there are 2 block gaps between all of these. If done correctly, this one should line up right with the end over there. So do that and I'll be back. Alright, now that your spawning platform looking like this, make sure this hole is on the north side. Now you want to come up, place another slab, and repeat the whole process all over again. And once you're done with that, come up and place another slab. So you should have 3 layers of slabs looking something like this, with the bottom layer in line with the top half of this glass block. Alright, now make sure that your slab layout looks something like this. Actually, it should look exactly like this. And you've done it correct. Make sure this middle block over here lines up with the right side of these slabs facing north. Do is remove this layer of slabs and replace those with temporary blocks. The reason why you need to do this is so that if you're in 1.13, it will make the water placement a lot easier. If you're in 1.12.2, or rather any version lower than 1.13, you do not need to do this step. However, if you are at 1.13, this step will make the water placement a lot easier. These are only temporary blocks to remember, so preferably use a block that is easy to break, such as dirt. Or if you have sand, maybe use that as well. Alright, now coming up from that layer of temporary blocks, put down another layer of temporary blocks. These will be used to place down your trapdoors against, and it'll make the placement once again a lot easier. Sorry, my mistake, you do not need trapdoors on this side of the farm. So from the north side to the east side, you do not need trapdoors there. Alright, now you can come over here. On this side of the temporary block wall, place down all of your trapdoors. And remember to close them. Alright, now with the trapdoors in place, once again, on the east side of the farm facing north, you can go ahead and remove this layer, the top layer of temporary blocks. Leave the second layer there for now. Alright, now what you're going to do is come over to this side and going against the trapdoor, place the fence gates there and just run down the line and place down all of your fence gates. Do the same for the other side as well. Make sure you place it here, 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 and here. All your fence gates in here, go ahead and open them. Alright, now under this temporary layer of blocks, you want to go out and place down your glass following the exact same pattern as this bottom layer with 2 block gap in between. So place down all of your glass. Alright, you are now welcome to come over to your temporary block layer and place down water blocks. Be careful not to right click any of the trapdoors or the slabs, as it will waterlog them if you are in 1.13 and above. Now you may now come down here and underneath the block in which the water sits on, break it and replace it with a slab. You can do this by having a pickaxe in your normal hand and a slab in your offhand, or you could just let the water flow. I mean, it's really no big deal. As long as your redstone down at the bottom here is protected and no water flows down from up there onto this redstone, nothing should happen. Alright, now what you're gonna do is come up here another 2 blocks, sorry, another door, and place down your glass, once again following the bottom layer, 2 blocks in between. Alright, and now you're going to place a block here and repeat the exact same process, but this time only with 2 layers of slabs. And of course, this layer being your temporary blocks, so you can just leave them there at the start and place your slabs as such. Alright, now with this done and only 2 layers of slabs, bear that in mind. Repeat the exact same process as the bottom with the fence gates here and the trapdoors on this side with the temporary blocks as well. Alright, so your trapdoors should be like this, and of course once again, this area should be glass. Now placing your fence gates, like so. So once again, placing your fence gates, going all the way down, and then feel free to open them in whatever direction you choose, just as long as they're open. Preferably have them facing north-south. I'm not sure if they could be facing east-west. Logically they could, but since your farm is built in north-south, it will look more aesthetically pleasing anyways. Alright, now with your fence gates in place, you may place in your water, once again, like so. And you can open your fence gates as well if you want. Just as long as you open them before the farm closes, otherwise you get golems stuck up here, which would be horribly inefficient. And once again, just to reiterate the point, place 2 down like that. The middle one is now an infinite water source, so you can take the water from there and continuing going down the line. I just realized on this last area on this side here, you actually do not need the temporary blocks there. You can just place the water source directly on the glass. So, my bad. Alright, now all you need to do to finish up the spawning platform is put glass on this top layer so the iron golems will not get the opportunity to jump out and they will fall down to their death. Because that's clearly what iron golems are meant to do. I mean, isn't that the whole purpose of this farm? To cause golem genocide. Alright, one last thing before your spawning platform is done. Come down here, and on this level, so player height level, place down glass panes like so. So if you you rest up right against them as your head height. And all the way down the line, this could be a bit tricky to place, but just get them in. It's only 20 glass panes, it's not that hard. And now coming up one layer higher, place down signs, and then instead of pressing done, press escape. It's a much faster way of doing so, and it will help save a considerable amount of time. And in order to place a sign down, another sign I did is hold down shift and right click on the sign. So shift right click escape, shift right click escape. And once you've gotten to the other side, do the same over here. Go ahead and place down your lava. So go out 1, 2, 3 and place lava on the 4th block. You should see it will flow down to there and 3 blocks out. So go out once again, 1, 2, 3, and on the 4th block place down lava. And they should meet up right there. And 1, 2, 3 on the 4th block place down lava, and there you go. Right now you're going to want to make sure your spawning platforms are correct. So facing north, go west, and this part should be sticking out by 1 on this side. And the alternative on this side should be perfectly in line with all the glass above it. Now, if you want to measure, this side should be 20 blocks long. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. And if you left in the corners, it'll be 22. And this side should be 16. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. Once again, if you left in the corners, it will be 18 blocks long. And this side, on the east side, should all be water sources down here. And on this side, there should be just an empty place here, where if a golem falls... Oh, and also to test if the lava is in the correct height, if your player stands underneath it, he will not be in the lava, as you can see. However, if you jump, then a disaster occurs. Alright, that is your spawning platform done. Now for the actual farm itself. And make sure, oh, and also just to check, this redstone torch should be 1 block away from there. And if you come out to this side, this hopper should be about this distance away. So that's 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright, now coming out from this side of the farm, where the hoppers are. So if you face north, it's the west side of the farm. Go out 2 blocks like that. And once again, this V shape. Place down 2 redstone comparators with a redstone torch on this block, the block that is more north, or the block nearer to this side, that torch if you will, and go out in this shape with 2 repeaters, a block there, and redstone dust going out there, which we will connect up later. But now we want to focus on this torch. Go up, now break out this block, and just make a redstone torch tower up until you get to this point. And if you are 2 blocks above this glass level, then you are at the correct point. And what you should see is this redstone torch should be turned on. And now go over to the other side of the farm. We're taking the output from this area. You want to come out by 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Go up 1. and then place a redstone torch on the underside there, and then same thing, take the torch tower up, and you should end up one block above the farm, and once again your torch should be turned on. Now make sure on this side, this redstone torch is intruding into this block, as in it's part of the outer perimeter, as this block is one block outwards. Make sure that that is all good, and that means your farm is built correctly. Alright, now coming over to this side, the east side of the farm, you want to take this output from the torch, go out 8 blocks, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, go out 8 blocks, place a torch there, and now you're going to build up 15 blocks, 1, 2, 3, 9, 12, 15. Break this block so you can see that the output line travels, and if you've done it correct, one more block, and this dust should not receive power. If you do not see the particles, you can press F3, hover over the dust, and see on the set should say power 1, and then here power 0. Now you want to build this little V shape, a repeater there, and then another 15 blocks. 15. Once again, it should say power 1, and carry on. Alright, and now on this last block here, place a block up and your piston right there. Now break that, and you should see this piston, the Y level. For me it's 110. You should know where your Y coordinate is. When your piston is not extended, take note of that Y level. Now go over to your hopper, this hopper chain. If you stand on top of it, not in it, because you can stand in a hopper, you stand right on top of it, and like you say here, this Y level should be 110, or whatever Y level you have, and it should link up correctly with this piston. Preferably build your farm at around 109, 110, or rather have this hopper there. I'm not sure exactly if the height of the farm really matters too much, but if you want to be safe rather than sorry, go ahead and do this. And also connect up this redstone dust back. So you should see this comes out by 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then 15, repeater thing, 15, repeater, 15, piston. With the block next to the piston. Make sure that that is correct, and then we shall carry on. Right, now coming out to the other side of the farm, I'm going to go out by 11 blocks. So starting from here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and then 12, 13. Do this and cover all of it with redstone dust. Now going up here, place a slab like so. Redstone dust on top of the slab, and you should be getting this sort of pattern. Alright, now coming out from this redstone torch, I'm going to go up by 15. So 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 9, 12, 15. And make sure this says power 1. Now break this. And go your repeater. Wait, no, sorry. Place a redstone torch there. Place your redstone dust there. And now I want to go up by another 15 blocks. Repeater. You don't have to break the blocks down there, but I just think it looks nicer. Alright, and now a block with your piston, and non-extended, once again 110. Now make sure that you go back down the line and power that redstone torch so it turns everything off. Make sure that this is roughly how it looks like, and you are good to go. Alright, now coming back over to here, you're going to place a repeater there, and a block. Sorry, you're going to place redstone dust there, repeater, with a block. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Place dust, a torch up there, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, and then add your dust again. So you should get a shape that looks something roughly like this. Alright, now you want to come facing north, go to the west side of your farm, and coming out from your torch, do something like this, facing into 2 blocks with pistons like so, and 2 blocks there with Redstone Dust. And now what you should see is these pistons are so-called butt powered. They are block update the detectors now. Alright, now coming out from that block, you're gonna take your redstone comparator and run it. Alright, now you gotta count. So coming out from this block, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. And what you should see is you run your redstone line down like so, and if that block receives power, it should power all the way down. Alright, and now on this side you want to go up 14. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Your comparator there, and run it down the line like that. So 14 on that side, 15 on that side. Alright, now you want to go up by another 2 more blocks and fill it in all the way until the end. Alright, now here on this layer, you want to go up by 1 block. And this will be your pit where you place your pistons upside down. Now make sure this is correct. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32. Now make sure that those amount of pistons are 32. If it is 32, congratulations. If it's not, you messed up. You are literally me. Alright, now what you want to do is do the exact same thing on this side with the part with the pistons. And once again, 15 on this time this side, so facing northeast. The left side go out 15, 1, 2, 3, 15, and you should see that this lines up. Minus 39, with here minus 39. And now here go up 14, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Once again, minus 8, and minus 8. Now once again, do the exact same thing. Oh, and quick warning, might want to replace the redstone dust in front of that block, in front of those comparators with a block. It doesn't really affect anything, but that's what Comet did, so we trust him for being smarter than me. So you might want to follow him instead. Alright, and now once again, fill in this spot. And then place 1 block up here. And your pistons on the other side. Once again, making sure there is 32, 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, 27, 30, 32. And also feel free to place redstone dust all along here, but not at the very last blocks. Leave those alone. Alright, now coming on to the facing north, the west side of the farm. You're gonna measure out 1, 2, 3, 4, and then go down and place another block there. So once again, 1, 2, 3, 4, block. Now here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and place your block down there. And it should line up with this redstone line there. Alright, now once again, 1, 2, 3, 4. And 1, 2, 3, 4. What you should see is you've got blocks like this. Now extend them all the way down the line and place pistons. Basically the same thing that you've done with here. Alright, now comes the extremely fun and tricky bit. So face north, turn west, and now do this repeater setup once again with the weird V, and then coming out of here, build a little L just like that. Alright, now before you continue with anything else, I would highly recommend doing your reset line to make your life a whole lot easier before you place in the actual big redstone stuff at the top here. So what you're gonna do, is coming out from here, go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and your 14th block. You wanna place redstone like so, and then go up by 4. Your torch will be here in line with this redstone torch tower, and if you want to measure, there should be a 4 block gap in between, and then go up to, that's too high, and then do the same for the other side. So for this side, you'll be taking your output from here, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Alright, so for this side, you want to come up by 10, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then place your repeater there. And there should be a 4 block gap, like so. Where you will then place your torch, tower, all the way up to here. Alright, now you place your redstone torch tower. It should be 4 torches, 1, 2, 3, 4. And it should all be going according to plan. And now from the north, come out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. And you should see that when you do the Redstone Dust and you place in the repeater itself, it lines up with this top block up there. You can see. And now coming off the side of this repeater, you're going to go out like that. A torch, another torch, and redstone repeater there on 2 ticks. Alright, now coming out from this side, you want to go another 15 blocks. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. And place your torch there for now. We'll come back to that later. And now what you want to do is your repeater. Just like this, redstone. Then another repeater on 2 ticks. And now if you look, this one should have 4 in between. So that means that instead of having 1 repeater with 2 ticks, you have 2 repeaters so they can bridge the gap. And then carry on with your redstone. Do this pattern all the way down. And this redstone dust should line up with the last piston right there. So if you look, that's how it should be. 1, 2, 1, 2, 2, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Alright, now coming out from this block, you're going to place a piston with sand on top, a repeater taking the output from there, and repeater taking the output from here. This one on 2 ticks. Now you're going to come out, place this kind of shape, redstone torch, and over here we're going to put a redstone comparator there, 1 there, and 1 there. Put them both in subtract mode, but not this one. Put dust there, and then take your lever, put it there, Now coming out from this side, you're going to want to put your dropper, one facing there, the other facing that way, a block underneath, comparator, redstone torch on that side. This one should turn on, that's no matter. Place one item of your choice in there, it should turn it off. And now you place your slab there, block next to there, repeater, redstone dust, block, going down by 2. And then next to this block, and then the block that this repeater is powering into, place your piston again, and repeat this whole circuit. One more thing, come down inside here, next to that repeater, place one redstone dust. Alright, and that is your circuit complete. Now what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to repeat the circuit all the way down the line. And making sure that it works, you could always send pulses through. So the first pulse should turn the torch on, second pulse, third, fourth, etc. And now in order to reset it, you send a pulse through your reset line, and that will power the dropper and it will turn everything off. You guys might be wondering, what do we do when we get to this part with the 2 repeaters? Very simple, just place an extra block, and then your piston still goes here. Everything is the same as the rest of this part. It's just there's one extra piece of redstone dust here, that's all. Alright guys, so now once that's done, you want to come over to the other side of the farm. Remember, this is the west side. And repeat the exact same thing, but just mirrored. So the repeater there, then your redstone, and then now if you look over here, it's the exact same circuit, but just mirrored. I'll build it once more to show you, but we'll go a little bit quicker this time. So piston, sand, and then your repeater not there. That would be a horrible idea. And then coming out of the sand, 2 ticks, like so, with blocks in this formation. Torch, redstone dust there, comparator in subtract mode, make sure you're in subtract mode, this one not in subtract mode, then torch over there, dust over there. Then after that, torch here and here, coming down, comparator, then your dropper facing that way, and facing that way, one item inside, turn everything off, then next to the front dropper, slab, block, repeater, dust, and then coming down like this, and then your piston over here. Then final step, block there, and dust should be next to that torch. And now to do this all the way down. Okay, now before you carry on with that, make sure you come down here once again and do your reset line, because it will be much easier to place in the pistons once this line is here. Okay, so you want to find this piston and you want to put it in line with this piston. So the last piston is there, then one block here, your repeater facing there, then you go out 1, 2, 3, and 4, and it'll be powering into a block which is there. So that block, I broke a lot of the redstone, don't do that. Breaking redstone is not a good thing. If you break it, just fix it. Should be powering into this block, then line your dust down all the way, should be powering to the block underneath this dropper, and yep, your feather or whatever item should be in that dropper. And now you feel free to build the redstone all the way down. Reach to the end here, just put one extra dust down here, and the circuit should be all the way here. Alright, go ahead and do that, and then we'll come back. Okay, for the reset line on this side, what you're going to want to do is from this block, that is powering it to. Take out your repeater, 2 ticks. Should be the same on this side. This side is also 2 ticks. Yes, that is correct. So 2 ticks, and then like so. So the pattern should be 1 2 1 2 2 2 1 2 2 and 1. So exact same as that. So 2 1 2 1 2 2 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 2 2 1 2 1. And redstone on here, and repeat on 2 ticks. Here you just put 2 repeaters, and there we go. There's your reset line. Alright, so now you guys want to come out from this redstone line under the piston, go out 1 more layer. You should see there's 3 blocks like here. It's because what you will do is you will have glass on this layer like so. It should line up, so if you place your door, the door should be with this line of glass. Alright, now for the actual door placement, so you're going to come all the way down to the last piston, and now you're going to place it in this pattern, okay? 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 1 2 2 block space here, 1 2 3 4, or you could just look wherever it's in line with the piston, then 4, then 4 again, that's 5, and then take these all the way down. Now your second layer, so 2 blocks below, it'll be 1 2 3 3 with 2 blocks in between, 3, but this one is 4, then 3 again. Make sure the last block of 3 always lines up with this end, so there's like 2 blocks gap here, 2 block gap here, etc. And then 3 again. Now for your final layer, come down, 4 4 4. So basically just mimic the exact same as the top layer. 4, remember 2 block space here, 4 and 4. Now you can now take these all the way down. You can do the same on the other side. So the other side will be exactly mirrored. The redstone, everything will be the same, and this door placement here will also be the same. Just make sure it's so-called flipped. So basically the way it will be is right here. So it will be 4, and then 4, blah blah blah, and then your layer of 3 will be like so. And then it'll be like this. So it'll be the same, just mirrored. If you can sort of see that, I'll put a picture up on the screen now to show you what it's supposed to look like when finished, or rather when the doors are all in place. Alright, so now make sure you're on the west side. You're gonna come out down 2 blocks and build this 1 2 3 4 in this sort of shape. Okay, so once you have this shape, come out 3 blocks, 4, okay. Then build out 5 blocks, 1 2 3 4 5. 4 blocks, 1 2 3 4. 5th block is here. Then go out 3. It's 1 block like that. Then after that go out 5. 6th block. Then build this sort of shape with 2 blocks like that. And then go out 8. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. 9th block. And like that. If done correct, it should be 2 blocks from the end. If you look, it should be this sort of thing. Now do the exact same on this side, just mirrored. So so. Alright. Okay, there. And then 8. Okay. Sorry, this one is in the wrong position. Should be there. Yep, okay. Only do this for the west side, not the east side. The east side just build the whole top layer. All these other platforms. Don't bother with the downwards part. Alright, you guys are now gonna come over to the west side of your farm and locate this area. Now coming up from this redstone torch, I'm gonna want to place a piston, which I do not have in my inventory, with sand, and then on the back there, another piston. Coming up, place a torch. That piston should extend. Place a slab. Not there. Place a slab. Redstone dust on it, and then normal blocks all the way down the line to that torch. And if you look, you place in this redstone. You should power that with the power of 1 and turn that piston off. Perfect. Now on this side as well, come up 15. Okay, and now on this block, go down with a piston on there, just like that. Alright, now you want to take your rail, and this rail should go all the way down like this. Okay, now when you come to this piston, you're gonna wanna make sure that piston is not powered. Use a powered rail. Do this, break that, and now you can repower it. Then go all the way down the line. And on this block, underneath the detector rail, and on this block, you would put a detector rail down there. And that should be the entire system done. Alright, okay, and now if you come over to the other side of the farm, you will see over here, it's the exact same thing as that side of the farm, with the redstone line exactly the same. But the only difference here is that this time you don't have the sand, you just have a piston here with a villager directly on a rail. And if you look, this rail is not seated on anything, so the villager is just free to move. He's seated right there. Exact same thing, this one should be on power 1. It's just you don't have this weird sand contraption as you do over there. So that's the same on this side, redstone entirely mirrored. Once again, coming out from this torch over here, down the line, repeater over here. And on this side, repeater there. Exact same as on the other side. So that will be your rails. Rail layout is the same. In order to power the rails, just put some levers there. Power these doors as well, but that's no big deal. The doors can be powered. There's no problem there. Just power them using rails. Using levers. And on this side, you want to power the lever 1 over here, past the detector rail. Otherwise, that one won't get powered. So just flick them on, like so. Alright guys, now we are almost done. You just need, now you can place in your doors. Now the way you place in these doors is you walk over to this side of the block and place them backwards like this. That way they're facing, make sure they're facing east-west direction. And okay, the orientation doesn't matter, but it looks nicer if they're all facing towards the spawning platform. So just do this, instantly 2 doors per layer, so doing the math, you're gonna need about 3,000 doors. I'm joking, you need like a lot. And on this side do the same with the doors facing backwards like so. Okay, you fit in the doors for all your layers, and on the bottom part, the way you have to do this is these doors will be facing in the north-south direction. So like this. All of them north-south. And same on this side. As long as you're facing north-south, it doesn't matter. The orientation doesn't really matter. So just have them facing north-south. If you look over here, you can see facing north, and here facing south. Alright, now assuming you have all your doors in place, you can now put in the satellite doors for the villagers. So on the west side of the farm, coming out from this redstone, so basically on the last block here, above the redstone. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Fifth block is a door with a block there facing east. So this direction. And over here, coming out from this redstone, 4, 5. So 5. 2 on either side there, and both are facing south. So place them like so, and like that. And then the final door, which, okay, so you want to build your villager cage like this. You actually don't need the blocks in the corner. You want to have 3 blocks and 1 above. So that way when he gets pushed up, he has space to, like, you know, so he doesn't suffocate in glass. But assume you build it like this. This is your measurement. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 16th block is a door facing east-west with a block there. Once again, face them in like so. 13, 14, 15 from this corner. Now, coming over to the other side. This is the final step. Your satellite door on this side, very simple. Come out 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then build out 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 by 5. And on this layer, like that. Alright. And with that, your entire farm is complete. Congratulations. Now you just need to get your villagers in. So, 1 villager there, 1 there, 1 in each minecart, and over here, however many you want. The way to bypass the entity cram limit is using a ladder. Over here, so you can put as many as you want. Comet put in 28, I believe. You can put in 50 or 40, or however you want. To measure out where this villager is, from this block, is the underneath, the underside of this glass layer. So 1, 2, and then so from here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. If you have the corner, it'll be 9. And then from this side 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So if you don't want to count this block, so it'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then on this side it'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Make sure these villages are in the correct spot, very important. You can also use the fence gate, so this glass block will be in line with that fence gate, this trapdoor, and that water source block. Now make sure your villagers are on the south side of the farm. The north side of the farm is here, so the south is that direction, as well as your minecarts will be coming out from the south side of the farm. Very, very important that you get this correct.